Hello, and welcome back. Thank you for joining me. This video, is about language and how language is a tool, can be used as a tool. A tool to either help you fall deeper asleep, and we all do this unconsciously, or a tool to awaken you to the truth, to the present moment, to that which is right in front of your eyes. Language is something that has been given to us. We learned it. And the whole existence that we live in, our experience of it, this existence, largely is determined by the language we use. Our perceptions of the world around us is created largely by the words you use, the words you tell yourself inside your head, the words you use to interpret a situation you're currently experiencing. And a lot of this is automatic. A lot of the language and words that go on inside your mind is automatic. Words and language used as a tool, when used correctly, when you learn to take your power back, can have a transformational effect on you on a certain level. It can point you in the right direction. It is not the truth, but it can point towards the truth. It can be a signpost. It can be a map. So how do you use language as a tool? Well, first of all, we're already doing it. But for most of us, it's in reverse. And a lot of the conditioning that we've gone through our childhood, the programming that we've received, and I see this so much, so heavily on television, TV, movies. You see people, and they'll say it out loud when they're alone by themselves, a certain complaint, a certain pattern of speaking to themselves about a situation, a certain expression of anger in words, which of course creates an emotional response, and vice versa. I'm staying focused on language for this video. When you repeat something over and over, like, fuck, I'm stupid, fuck, I'm stupid. Eventually, if you repeat that often enough, it will become a subconscious belief. It will create a certain type of wave in your sea, in your lake, on your lake. It'll become a certain kind of a rock on the river of your life. And each time you flow over that rock, it'll create a certain ripple pattern. It becomes a semi-permanent part of your character. And this is expressed often negatively. It can be positive though, because it's not cool to be positive. It's cool to talk about your problems. It seems acceptable Have you ever noticed when you have a conversation with someone and all of a sudden you start talking about all the things going right in your life? It doesn't take long before somebody brings you down. But in the minute you start talking about something going wrong in your life, everybody wants to be, your psychologist, or not everybody, of course, and not all. And if a person has had enough in their life, they tend to avoid it as well. But even those people will sometimes bury their head in the sand. So that's not a healthy thing either. But language used as a tool for awakening, it does not take too much work, really. And you don't necessarily need to believe what you say, and the way you say it can make a huge difference as well. You want to change the words you use, and these are called affirmations. You want to change the way you word something in your mind from a negative to a positive. And if you have a habit of always or very often saying stuff like "I'm stupid," or just these negative affirmations that you state about yourself, then the first step is to catch them. You'll notice that when you first catch them, it's difficult to want to change them. Your mind will create all kinds of excuses. It will use language as a tool of destruction against yourself. So put positively, the first step is to flip the script. Turn it from negative to positive. This can be a very powerful tool you can use in your transformation, on your road to transformation. This can help tremendously, and it's helped me tremendously get to a certain point. Then you need to go beyond it, but that's another video. It can help. So what is a positive affirmation? Let's say you say you hate yourself all the time. I hate myself, I hate myself. Well, for myself, I would say something like, I find new ways to love myself. I find new ways. And if that doesn't seem like I can do that, like I can't find them, then I say I give myself permission to look for new ways to love myself. I give myself permission to look for new ways to love myself. Can you see how it seems not quite as daunting? One is I look for new ways to love myself. Well, then if you notice you're not looking for new ways to love yourself, you might be like, it's not working, I'm not doing this. But if you say something like, I give myself permission to look for new ways to love myself, this can be really powerful. And giving yourself permission to do something good for you is a very, very smooth, kind of an easy way to ease into a transition. And for myself, I've really had to do it this way because I had a very bad habit of really being down on myself, really hard on myself. So using words that give you permission to just initiate the process. Now, this is not a video on a bunch of different affirmations. There's so many out there, and I would say if you really want the most powerful effect, look and learn to create your own affirmations, because they're always going to be a bit more powerful when they come from you, when they come from your heart, and when you use them from your heart in a way that works best for you, they have the most transformational effect. So, very simply put, positive affirmations is very powerful tools you can use to help reprogram a negative mindset to a positive mindset. And this can go a long way into helping you accept yourself, which is the path to loving yourself. Self-acceptance is love. And let me go a bit deeper. Even the effort, even the thought, the consideration, saying, I'm going to try to love myself, or even think about giving myself permission to love myself, is loving yourself. In that you've already accepted yourself, and that is love. Wherever you are around the world, whatever time it is when you're watching this video, thank you. I appreciate you taking your time to watch this video with me. Thank you. Have a great evening. Peace.